If you haven't got a marketing funnel in your business, delivering leads, converting into appointments and creating you sales, your business is at huge risk from those that do. Want to make loads of money, want to get more leads into your business, want more qualified booked appointments, then this episode is for you. I actually hate the word funnel. Who wants to be, as a prospect or a lead, funneled through somebody's business? But there is no better terminology. All a funnel is, in simple terms, is taking somebody who doesn't know you and turning them into a lead, then an appointment, and then a sale. So if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, you are going to want to head over to YouTube, because I am drawing 3 different diagrams on a whiteboard to explain why this is so important to your business and why you need to be putting this into practice right now so you can predictably get the leads and sales that you want. Social media is not what it used to be. There is no point in just purely producing content without having a next step available for your audience in that funnel. Now, I've been building funnels, a way of converting audience into email list, since 2018. I've invested thousands of pounds into understanding how funnels work, why people go through them, and how to make them high converting. So when we think about social media, what we're actually looking at as a funnel is you have top of funnel content. Now, top of funnel content is purely to get somebody to follow you. It's about engagement. It's about awareness. It's about driving people to follow you on a social media channel. That is why you might say someone is an attention seeker. Because yes, the goal of top of funnel content is speaking about problems and getting people's attention. When you get somebody's attention, guess what? They follow you. So when somebody follows you, that means they like you. You've overcome the biggest hurdle. So we then need to have middle of funnel content, which is about how we take people from social media and from your followers, get them into direct messaging conversations, and put them onto your email list. This is the topic of today's conversation. How do we do that? I'm going to share that with you. Why do we do that is vital to understand. Now, before we move on, I'm just going to confirm bottom of funnel is the next point. The people who are at bottom of funnel, these guys are all ready to have a conversation with you. When someone's at the top of the funnel, they've got a problem, they're looking for solutions, and they naturally find you from your problem-focused content. They now follow you. Your job in middle of funnel is to get them on the email list. If they're on the email list, or maybe they are closer to making a buying decision, then they are bottom of funnel, where they're already booking a call with you. The choice at the bottom of the funnel is, I know the problem, I know the solution. Are you the right person to fix it? At the bottom of the funnel, you're then talking about sales. They're the people that are converting off of your phone conversations. So why is it so important to focus on this middle of funnel area? Well, you need to understand this. Out of every 100 leads that you get into your business, you're going to find there is a big proportion, 50%, that are never going to buy from you. So we don't even worry about those people. I used to spend £20,000 a month on low quality life insurance leads up until 2015. 50% would never even answer the phone. You run Google ads, 50%, it's highly likely they will not answer the phone. So what do you need to focus on? By putting people onto your email list, what you're going to find is of that remaining 50%, 85% of those, which is roughly 42 to 43 out of the 100, are going to buy in the future. And what that future is somewhere between the next 90 days and the next 2 years. So what your middle of funnel content is doing is aimed at these people, getting them onto your email list, nurturing the relationship, and having a better lead source for the future. My email list is one of the best lead sources to my business. So for that means the remaining proportion, 15% of the remaining 50, which is roughly 7 to 8, will convert now. But when I say now, that's in the next 90 days. So in that 90-day period, out of this 7 or 8 out of every 100, there is a potential chance that if you don't get them on a call, you don't look after them, you don't nurture them, that they're going to find somebody else. So it's absolutely vital that you're serving them with the right information based on the data that you've collected when you move them to the middle of the funnel. So you may still be listening to this and wondering, Gary, what is this middle of funnel stuff? Well, that's where we're going now. So remember, if you're listening on the podcast and you need to go across to YouTube right now to listen to this, the link is in the show notes. It's going to give you the opportunity to see what I am talking about. So our top of funnel content is exactly that. It's content. The goal of that content is to get people to follow us. So when you're producing top of funnel content, that's going to be problem focused. As people begin to understand their problem, they start looking for solutions. I spoke to you only a couple of weeks ago about the top 5 lead magnets for your business. A lead magnet is something highly valuable but low cost to create that helps people to make the next logical decision. Something like an ebook, a video, a webinar, a scorecard. These are the key things. I absolutely love an ebook as the first step in my funnel. So let's work on the premise of an ebook funnel. What we're going to create is we're going to create middle of funnel content talking about the content that is in our ebook. And we're going to be saying, download, comment the word ebook, and I'll send you a free copy. You're going to be having conversations with people in the DMs that you say to them, hey, would you like a copy of my ebook? If you're speaking on a stage, you put up a QR code saying, hey, I've got this ebook that solves this problem. Do you want it? And loads of people join your email list. Because when somebody becomes middle of funnel content and downloads, they're in the 90 days to 2-year period. These are your 42 to 43 people that are going to be buying in the future. So let's assume that this here is our first step in our funnel. This is where you click a button and you download a copy of the guide. What's going to happen after you've downloaded that guide is you're going to have a series of emails, and those emails are going to share value. You can do one immediately that delivers the ebook. You can do another one a couple of days later to say, hey, did you book a call? You can share testimonials, you can share case studies, you can share stories, and you're starting to build more trust with that person who has downloaded the guide. You're delivering on your first promise. Someone giving you their name, number, and email address, and potentially up to 6 other data points is hugely valuable. That is a buying decision. It's the first step. So this is what I call a lead. This is someone who is just signaling an interest. They're giving you their name, they're giving you their number, they're giving you potentially some other data. They're not ready to buy from you yet. They're not a booked call. But there are going to be a percentage of people that are ready to have a conversation. So step number 1 in our funnel is to deliver the ebook. Give them an opportunity to download. Step number 2 in our funnel is to have a calendar page whereby for those people that want to have a conversation, they can book straight in. And when they book in through that step in the funnel, it's automated. There's no human touch. What you will generally find is 10 to 15% will book straight in to that calendar with no human interaction whatsoever. How do you improve that? Everything that I talked to you about. Automation, AI, emails, SMS, all happening when somebody downloads and they go to that next step in the funnel. How do we make sure they show up? We have reminders 24 hours before. We have reminders an hour before. Our show up rate for appointments is 97.3%. That's because we have the right tech around delivering the ebook and making sure that they go into the calendar efficiently. Of course, some people aren't necessarily going to want to download. So here's a hack for you. One thing that I did on this page was I had a green button and a red button. The red button said, I'm not ready to book my call yet. The green button said, I'm ready to book my call. And the green button dropped the page straight down to where the calendar was readily laid out for them to click and book in immediately. The red button, however, took them to the next step in the funnel, which is step number 3, which is basically your thank you page. Now, some people are going to go straight into the calendar and they're going to end up at the thank you page. But for those people that aren't ready to book an appointment, they're going to end up at the same thank you page. But guess what? They're going to get different emails. Because when they booked their appointment, they're going to get emails following up saying, hey, thanks for booking your call. When they don't book their appointment, they're in a different automation that then shares different information to them about booking their call. This has one automation, this has another automation. If people book in here, this automation is ended. So therefore you get the right people into your diary and you're not giving people information that they don't want that is irrelevant. So these people that have booked into your calendar, These people are your bottom of funnel people. They're the people that are ready to have a conversation. Now, particularly if you're in the mortgage and financial services industry, I can be speaking to people 6 to 12 months in advance of when they're thinking about buying, refinancing, or investing, because they're utilizing their company profits. They're self-employed individuals. They want to set goals and targets to make sure that they hit them to buy, refinance, or invest. So I'm building my email list constantly based on the future of my business. I'm producing as much top of the funnel content as I can to build my audience and awareness. I'm consistently producing middle of funnel content to get people to comment, to get people to signal an interest, to get a DM conversation going, purely so I can give people something of value, to get them into my email list where I can nurture that relationship. If someone gives me their name, number, and email, that is a signal and a buying decision. And for a percentage of those, they're going to book a call. And those people are the ones that are going to have more potential to buy. So if you haven't got an ebook or a video sales letter, something for 10 minutes that captures people's information, that gives them an option to book a call, if you're not consistently booking your email address and tracking how many leads you are getting, how many of those leads are turning into appointments, how many of those appointments are either showing up, or potentially, if you're a mortgage advisor, going to the awaiting documents phase where they're sending you information, they're ready to fill out a fact find. Now, if you're not looking at how many deals you're doing, then you are risking huge amounts of failure. The game changer to your business is having a funnel now. So there's a huge misconception that you need to have multiple funnels. You don't. You just need to talk to one niche and one specific person. That one specific person is going to watch your problem-focused content. They're going to want to download your solution-focused ebook or your video sales letter. They're then going to be nurtured by congruent messaging based on the ebook that they have downloaded. And the percentage of those are going to book a call now, and a percentage of those are going to book a call in the future. I can tell you right now that we have zero interaction with some of our people who download our scorecard, who get a copy of our ebook, who watch our videos, and then 3, 6, 9, 12 months later, when they've absorbed more of our content, when they've gained more trust for us, they book a call in the diary. The email list is our third biggest source. The first is our introducers in our mortgage brokerage. The second is me, because I do a lot of content and public speaking and I've built my personal brand. The third is the email list and those people that I'm capturing through our ebooks. So I would advise you off of the back of this, if you're going to do one thing, it's start building a funnel. And if you want some help with this, there are so many ways in which we can help you. You can look in the show notes right now and you'll find a link to a one-day in-person event where we literally build your funnel with you in the room live in a day. If you want to do everything online, but you want help with the system and automation, with content marketing, and with your 3-step funnel, we do it with you over a 3-month period, online and through our training. And hey, if you want some more support, then you can always send me a message on social media. The Funnel Accelerator is fantastic. Systemise and Scale is fantastic. Our clients are putting this into practice and not only building a better business, they are generating more leads and appointments than ever. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please make sure that you hit the bell icon to get notified when our next video comes out, that you subscribe to the channel so you get the emails as well. And if you want to work with me in any way, shape or form, then just check out the show notes or hit me up on socials. Look forward to seeing you next week.